Welcome everybody to the channel. The purpose of the channel is mainly for update to friends, family, and co-workers, but my wife and I are going to be building an earth sheltered, a green roof home. It should be highly energy efficient. It's going to be our retirement home, fully ADA compliant, universal design compliant. We're not doing this to try to get up a big following or anything. If it happens, it happens, but we're not planning on that, not planning on making money from it. We're just here to keep people updated with the journey and where we go along. So thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe. This video will probably be a little bit longer. I had multiple trades in here doing work this week. So one of the things that you can see is the enclosed patio. We actually got framing done on the little triangular piece up here at the top. Got it framed in, got the roof joist in, the soffits and fascias put basically built out, and we've got the synthetic mat for the roof on top of the roof, and then we've got some of the OSB panels on the outside. We left the two open on the ends of the patio here and down here where the electricians could get in, and so we've done that. The other thing that we had is we had a stack of plywood here that is about, there was about between 40 and 50 sheets of plywood in there. It's down to about that now. I'll show you a little while what we did with it, but we cut it up. So the framer was in, and he did this work in here. And then the second one I'm gonna show you is because it's a little bit shorter than the other. And then I'll take you around and show you what the third trade did. So in prepping for being able to insulate some of the parapet walls that are going to have shotcrete on the back of them and stuff, the plumber came in and stubbed out. There's two of these. There's the one right here outside the enclosed patio, and then there's one more that is over here on the garage. I'll take you and show you that. That we have stubbed in. You can kind of see it coming up right over here. So we've got that stubbed in, and then I'll show you what the plywood was while I'm over here. So we got the plywood cut up. These are going to go with the insulation to create the form on the back side of the rebar with an appropriate spacing so that they can end up and use that as a form to shotcrete against. I won't take you around and show you every outlet, but the electricians have been in too, so they've basically they've basically put boxes and in a lot of cases wire on all the parapet walls. So what we've got right here, you can see one of the outlets here in the garage. There's another one right over here to the side. They've actually pulled some of the wire that's all internal. Here's the switch for the lights that'll go on the outside of the parapet wall. And then down here on the end, they've got the electrical outlet that'll be available outside here. And then I'm going to take you up a little bit and take you across here. As we go back across, you can see where they put the lights, the boxes for the lights on the outside of the parapet wall. And they've done this on all the parapet walls. They've done it on the outside of the enclosed patio as well. And then they've got a lot of the outlets in the rebar now. Here I'm coming up through the mud room and stuff. So what you're seeing on the right-hand side here is what's going to be a dryer outlet. And then there's going to be an outlet here that I'm showing you now that'll be for washing machines. And I purposely said machines because we've got one of those combos that does the washing and drying in the same machine, highly energy efficient, based on heat pump technology and stuff. So what they're going to do is split a receptacle and have two circuits run over there so that we can actually run two of those combos over here if we want to. And then there's an outlet here on the other side over here. And so we've got several of these outlets, most of them that go in the outer edge of the rebar has been done. I want to try to show you one here, so I'm going to go up above this scaffolding and I'll take you in as I go up. What you see there is where the ceiling fan goes in the guest bedroom. So they're going to do this next week to the master. We've got a ceiling fan that has to go into, they've already done the one, and I'll show you that one in the enclosed patio, but they'll also have one in the main living area. So they've put that in. They haven't run any wire yet, but you can kind of see they've run conduit down here and over to the switch on this wall. There's a three-way switch, so it can actually be controlled as you enter the bedroom too. But they're not wiring or doing anything with respect to the internal stuff, since we don't have the interior walls in yet. I won't take you to the master. It looks a lot like what you just saw on the guest, but I'll begin to take you over here so you can see they've put the switch in for the enclosed patio, and for the main living area here. You can see you got switches for the outside lights on either side of the door there. As I turn around, you'll see the outlet box down here, and you'll see the switch actually for the enclosed patio there. One of the things I'll do, I'll zoom you in. We're intending at this point to do a quarter log on the inside of the enclosed patio, cedar quarter log, so it'll have a kind of a log cabin looking feel. Because it's not a flat surface like sheetrock and stuff, they ended up putting these outlets in here and the outlets on the outside because of the siding that we're going to use. They put them in horizontal instead of vertical like you normally see outlets. So they've got that. And then I'm going to show you up here, they've got the little half moon box up here for the ceiling fan in here. So that's what we've basically accomplished this week. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. Next week, I'll still have the electricians in. I'll also have the HVAC folks, guys in, the HVAC guys. They've got a little bit of work they're going to do in the parapet walls to be able to get ready for the mini and multi splits that are going to be doing the garage and the main house respectively. But this kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing and what we've accomplished this week. Now, with that being said, although we haven't shot the insulation and stuff, I talked to the guy and got a quote for the first phase of doing the insulation in the parapet walls and enclosed patio. There'll be a second round that'll happen later, but the first round I got a quote on. I also am starting to price out the quarter log, and I'm right now intending to also use cedar board for the trim inside the house. And so I've gotten some pricing on some of the lumber for doing that. Again, long video this week, a lot going on right now. A lot of this is being prepped so that we can put the form on the inside and then be able to get the Shotcrete on. So thanks again for watching. Thanks everybody for joining for this episode. I know that the videos sometimes will be kind of sporadic as we make various progress and have fits and starts as we go through this journey of building our retirement home. Again, if you want to get notified, go on and hit subscribe. But again, we just appreciate you jumping on here and the interest that we have in the journey we're taking on building our retirement home. Thanks again.